everyone, welcome to Color Acres. Today I'm working on some snack prep for the week. This is my second little snack prep snack. There is another video if you're interested. I did some PB2 no-bake cookies with extra protein in them. Now I'm moving on to some cereal bars, and these are going to have some extra protein in them too. It's just nice to prep some snacks for the week, so there's some good healthy snacks on hand for when you have that sweet craving, and I like to have extra protein in mine. So all of these recipes have some extra protein added. So today for these cereal bars, you will need 1.5 cups of whatever kind of crispy rice cereal you want. I decided to try this Nature's Path Rice Puffs. They're not very crispy, but they are healthy. Regular Rice Krispies, you could use that. They're just not the best choice because they have added sugar and stuff to them. So if you're trying to avoid that added sugar or processed sugar, then there's other healthier versions out there too, not just this one, but I wish it was crispier. That's okay though. 1.5 cups of whatever kind of crispy rice cereal you want to use. 1/2 cup of oats. I am using these Quaker protein oats. If you saw my last video, I was doing a little comparison between that and these oats I get from Costco. These have 200 calories with 7 grams of protein. 160 calories, 10 grams of protein. So if you like making things with oatmeal, check out these Quaker protein oats. And then you're gonna need 1/2 cup of peanut butter and 1/2 cup of either maple syrup or honey. So normally I love to use this natural peanut butter from Costco, but for this recipe, we're melting the peanut butter. So something like Skippy Natural just works better. This melts really well. The other natural peanut butter that I have, this one, it just does not. So you're not going to get the same effect. This just is going to get kind of goopy instead of melting like this. This melts really nicely. So what you're going to want to do is melt that 1/2 cup of peanut butter with your 1/2 cup of maple syrup or honey. I am using the Lakanto sugar-free syrup. This saves a ton of calories, but you can also use regular maple syrup. This is a great choice too. It's unrefined, also honey. So again, you're going to want to melt those two together. I've already done that just to make it nice and simple. Just melt it in the microwave. Then you're also going to need 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts, 1/4 cup of flaxseed meal. That's really easy to find in your baking section of the store. Walmart has this one. A teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then for mine, because I like to have added protein, I've got 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder. Clean Simple Eats. You can leave that out if you want. I just like to have some extra protein in my treats. Okay, so to get started, we're going to go ahead and add our oats and our walnuts and our flaxseed meal to our cereal. Put that all together. Always forgetting something. Also, you want to line an 8x8 baking dish with parchment paper. All right. Oh, I'm gonna throw in my protein powder into this mix also. Then I'm gonna add my vanilla, salt, and cinnamon to my melted peanut butter maple syrup mixture. Stir that in. Ooh, that cinnamon smells delicious. Okay, just gonna pour this over the cereal now. Get it all mixed up. Smells very good. All right, I think got it all mixed up here. Looks good. Now for the taste. Now for my favorite part, the taste. Cereal's kind of sticking to my teeth. Tastes very good. Very good. You can't go wrong. Peanut butter, maple syrup. I mean, those two things alone together taste amazing. Okay, get this into my parchment paper lined dish. And then this is going to be going in the fridge to chill for a little bit. Then afterwards, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of chocolate on top, because the chocolate just makes everything better, right? You could also add some chocolate chips to this mixture. That would be good too. You just have to be careful with that warm peanut butter maple syrup because you don't want to melt. Well, or maybe you do, but sometimes if you add something in and you've got like a warm mixture like this, then it just melts and you don't have that same effect of the chocolate chips. It just kind of becomes a chocolate melted, you know, it just melts in, and it's not in the nice chip form anymore. So that's why I'm just gonna melt some on top. All right, I'm gonna use my hands to press this down a little more evenly. Sometimes it's hard to get it pressed down evenly with a spatula. Here we go. Gonna get this in the fridge to chill, and then I'll be back to give it a taste and drizzle some chocolate on top. All right, I'm back with my protein cereal bars. My plan was to just drizzle some chocolate on top. My drizzle wasn't looking pretty, so my drizzle turned into just spreading, which I think is better because then you get chocolate in every bite. All right, the calorie breakdown for these, minus the chocolate. This was 1/3 cup of Lily's sugar-free chocolate chips in the semi-sweet that I put on top. You can omit that or not. So this calorie count does not include those chocolate chips because I did it prior to spreading the chocolate on top, and so we're just not counting that. So minus the chocolate, I'm gonna be cutting this into 12 bars, 140 calories per bar, 6 grams of protein. Not bad for a treat. All right, hopefully my cutting goes okay here to get these into 12 semi-even bars. I'm not always the best at getting things portioned out evenly. Just so you have an approximate calorie count in case that's something that you're paying attention to, and maybe you're not, and you know, it's just maybe different times in our life where we are paying attention and other times we're not. There we go. Don't those look so good? And I love that they have the walnuts in them and the flax in them. Lots of good stuff in these. All right. Good flavor. Nice and chewy. I do wish they were crispier, and I am going to experiment with some other cereals, but it's more like a chewy oatmeal-ish style bar because the brown rice cereal that I used is not crispy. But if you want them to be crispy, just use a crispier cereal, but they're good like this too. This cereal is just fine. I bought it at Whole Foods. It's a really good choice. It's a healthy cereal, and this is a healthy treat. All right, I think I'm gonna be good and prepped between this and my last recipe of the no-bake PB2 cookies I made. If you didn't catch that video, look for it, it's a good one. So now we have some good healthy little protein snacks to keep in the fridge for the week to just grab and go when we need them. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will give some of these really good healthy protein treats a try. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe.